Okay, welcome everyone to our chat. It is July 6th, and I'm really excited to talk to everybody today.
In the cabinet, and I turned and like all of a sudden I can't walk.
Oh my gosh, you poor thing.
So I'm like sitting there, it hurts to even sit. I'm like drenched in sweat.
Oh my gosh, that's awful.
Yeah.
Especially when you have little ones that you're trying to
I know.
tend to and care for. Oh my gosh, that's awful.
I'm back. I'm sorry, my computer. Because I'm like,
that's okay.
start on time, and then my computer died. I'm so sorry about that. Okay, so I just wanted to say, I don't know where I was, but welcome, and I'm glad you guys hopped on with me. At the beginning, I did want to just say that the 21-day fix is still on sale. Summit is coming up, and so I'll be posting a lot of information on our team page as Summit progresses, and the new stuff is announced and all of that. But we won't be having a team call next week because I will be out of town. Oh.
Mary, what kind of new stuff comes out at Summit? Like, what is it typically?
Oh, lots of really cool stuff. So they're having sizes coming out. That's going to be for sale at Summit. The new Beachbody Performance line will be available for sale. And then they usually have big announcements about different things. Like when Vanilla Shakeology came out, they announced that at Summit. Different things like that, like new cool stuff that's happening, they'll be doing announcements. So I'll be posting that as I hear it, and then sharing with you guys, little stuff that I pick up or learn or whatever. It's fun. It's exciting. If you guys can go next year, like try to plan for it. The tickets are like $100 a piece. So it's not like it's a super huge investment of money or anything, but it's so worth it to go. I mean, it's just an amazing experience. Like, okay, so Amanda and Chelsea, you might have too. Have you guys gone to Youth Congress or General Conference? It's like that.
Yeah.
So it's
awesome.
Yeah, it's like the mecca of Beachbody experiences.
Where do you know where it's going to be next year?
It'll be in Nashville again.
So is it always in Nashville?
No, it was in Vegas for the first 3 years that I was a coach. It was in LA before that. Now it'll be in Nashville. I think they signed a 3-year contract again, so through 2017. I'm not sure after this where they'll go.
Okay.
That's awesome.
Just try to go. Like, seriously, like whatever you have to do, get yourself there. It's life-changing. It's business-changing. You'll have
Is Candace going this year?
I don't think so. I think the only one on our team that's going is Angela.
Oh, okay.
She bought her ticket last year. But it's totally worth it. Like, just plan to go, like you could get a room with some of the other girls and just nerd out on Beachbody. It's awesome.
Okay. Oh, sorry.
Okay, so I'm trying to think. There was something else. Oh, Amanda, when are you guys doing your coach sneak peek? Did you decide yet?
Oh no, I haven't talked to her about it. We'll figure that out though today. Okay. When we get off the call, I'll text her and we'll get that figured out.
Okay. And then as soon as you figure out a date, just like announce it in the team page so that we all have that to look forward to.
Okay.
So I wanted to kind of talk to you guys a little bit about a new strategy I'm implementing, and I think it's going to work really well for new coaches. I've been thinking a lot about how to get new coaches started, how to get a brand new coach started hitting Success Club and recruiting for their team right away. So Beachbody has this awesome incentive program called Success Starters, and we have had a few on our team that have qualified. I think Candace qualified for all 3 months, and she earned her ticket for next year to Summit. But basically, it's if you hit Success Club in your first 3 full months as a coach. So that means like if you signed up June 15th, that month doesn't count. Your first full month would be July. And then for the 3 months in a row you hit Success Club, you qualify for the full Success Starters program. Every month you earn a call with Carl Deichler and all the Success Starters, which is really cool. And then you get, at the end of the 3 months, if you hit it all 3 months, you end up with a Summit ticket for free. It's really cool. It pumps you up and it gets people started earning Success Club right away. So I think it's a really great program. And I was trying to think, like, how can we get coaches hitting this? And really just, like, make it simple so that people don't overthink recruiting. And I think I've come up with a way to do it. And this is my 2-step process. And I actually did this with Amanda. Was my first coach that we kind of did this, where if you have someone who signs up who hasn't done their Beachbody program yet, rather than having them announce to the world that they're a Beachbody coach right out the gate, get them working their program and get them posting about it every day on their page to drum up interest without selling, right? So it's just about inspiring people with your own progress. And I'm doing this right now with Nikki Coggins, who is our newest coach. And if you'll go to her page, you'll see what I'm talking about. She's been doing really well, and she already has people messaging her about the 21-day fix, asking her what it's all about, and she's only done 1 week. So this is my new strategy for new coaches, is to get them started. So day 1, when you sign up, is the first day of your business, but we're not launching your business until after you complete your 21 days, right? Because then you have the results to share. And then you can, start selling challenge packs, and you'll have people really interested in wanting to do what you're doing because you've shown them that it works. But the second part is recruiting with it. So when I am talking to people now about challenge packs, I'm telling them all about the coaching opportunity. So everyone who I speak with about a challenge pack gets told, along with my little spiel at the end, that when you buy a challenge pack, it also sets you up with a business opportunity. You can just elect to take advantage of a discount if you want and save money on your Shakeology. Or when people start asking you, like, oh my gosh, you're losing so much weight, how are you doing this? You'll be in the prime position to share with them how you did it. And not only that, but help them get started and pay it forward. And this is how I'm approaching all my new challenge pack customers. And this is also how I'm going to be training my new coaches, because I really feel like when you get people started out of the gate recruiting, like right away, you get them into it, it takes the fear out of the equation. It seems like the more new coaches learn about recruiting and all of that, the more fear kind of takes a hold. Whereas if you get them right at the gate when they're excited, it's different. So that's my new strategy. And I would love to see how many people on the team will do this with me, and we can kind of do it as an experiment and see, how many people we can get signed up. But when you're talking about inspiring people, and when you're sharing your results on Facebook and all of that, that's all inspiring. And so basically talking to somebody about a challenge pack and explaining to them that, hey, this is what it's all about. It's about reaching your goals and, feeling good about yourself and feeling confident again, and not just about you. It's about sharing that with other people so that you can pay it forward, and you can then inspire somebody like I inspired you. And the chain, it's like a chain reaction that goes on down the line. And it's kind of like the no one left behind, you know? But just explaining to your customers that that's the way this works, and make it sound like it's just the way it works. You know what I'm saying? Like nothing special about it. I think that will, I can see it having a big effect, positive effect. So I wanted to kind of like see if anybody had any thoughts on that and pick your guys' brain. I just said it. Oh my God. Pick your brains. That's me and Brandon's pet peeve. Okay. So just kind of like brainstorm with everyone and see if there are any ideas that you have about ways we could do this and make it, you know, really awesome, kind of create a system around it. So anyone want to jump in and share any, what do you think of the idea?
So you're saying basically when somebody signs up, to just tell them to share their story without saying that they're a coach first, and then when they go to start selling the challenge pack, then just also let them know about the opportunity to start the business?
Well, my idea is more when I'm talking to somebody, so say somebody says to me, Mary, like, you've been talking about this 21-day fix. It's so awesome. I'm really wanting to get involved. Tell you, what's it all about? And then I explain to them how the program works, how my group works. And then at the end, I tag on. So they haven't even bought the program yet. But at the end, I tag on when I'm telling them everything that comes with the challenge pack. So you get Shakeology, you get the portion control containers, you get 30-minute workouts, you get, you know, XYZ, all of the things that they get with with the challenge pack. And then at the end, I'm adding in, you also get that chance to sign up to create a business out of basically your transformation creates a business for you. And it kind of just a short little explanation about it. And I think that, honestly, sometimes I think we're too shy. I really do. There's a lot of companies out there like shake companies that when you sign up, you sign up as a distributor. Like Melaleuca, like you sign up as a distributor. You may never sell a single thing, but you sign up as a distributor. So I think that people are kind of, I don't think that idea is as foreign as we think it is. But just giving them the option right at the beginning. And then if they show any interest in that, I would follow it up by saying, I have, you know, because of course a lot of people are going to be like, well, I don't, you know, I haven't lost any weight yet, blah, blah, blah. And that's when I follow it up with okay, but I have a 2-step process that I work with brand new coaches to help them. And within 21 days, we can launch your business. And it's based on that, you know, going through the program one time yourself and getting those results.
Okay, I see. Well, I think you make a good point in that we make it too big of a deal, because like even still, I mean, it's almost a year that I've signed up, and I'm like, oh my gosh, it makes me so nervous to recruit. You know, it shouldn't be that way. But yeah, it still feels like, well, how am I going to do this? And so if it was just built into, you know, the training, then I think that would definitely help.
Yeah.
Sorry, our doorbell rang.
It's okay.
My dog won't be quiet.
It's okay. Yeah, so that's kind of what I was thinking, is just taking that fear factor out by introducing them to the concept of paying it forward. Because if you're inspiring, and that's how you're recruiting, is because people are inspired by what you're sharing, then it's going to make sense to them that, you know, they might not think of it on their own, but when you explain it, it's like this pay it forward kind of system. It's going to make sense to them, because that's how they got interested, was because you inspired them. So they're going to be having a chance to take their transformation and use that to change somebody else's life. And it really is that chain effect And it's not just about me, you know, it's about the people around me. And it's not hard to do. You know, it's just sharing what you're doing. Does anybody else have any ideas or thoughts or comments or?
I think it's a really good idea to do that. I kind of started doing that. Candace kind of told me to do that, I believe, like last month. So I did ask a couple of my close friends, like kind of practice on them. And their response was, I'm not going to do that if I haven't been through the program yet. So they want to go through the 21-day fix before actually signing up so they know if it works for them, I guess you could say.
Right.
Which I know, like what you're saying, like we're the example. But I mean, that's kind of the response I got from actually both girls was like, no, I kind of want to go through the program first before I invest in this as a business. So that's the other thing.
So the way I would respond to that is the coolest thing about this is that you get to sign up for free when you buy the challenge pack.
Mm-hmm.
Because if they wait, they'll still get to sign up for free, but it's a rebate. They have to pay up front.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So if I buy a challenge pack and I don't sign up right then, and then 2 weeks later or whatever, I decide, okay, now I'm going to sign up as a coach. It's going to cost me $40, and then I have to submit a form online, and I'll get my $40 refunded back to me, which is fine. Tons of people do it.
Mm-hmm.
That's not like it's a bad thing, and you get your money back.
Right.
I've never had somebody who had a problem getting a refund. And I don't know why they don't have it set up to where the system recognizes that they've purchased a challenge pack. I'm not sure. That's the way it is. But the way I would explain it to them is, look, if you look at your business from the standpoint of day one, it's all a process. It's all a process. So my personal transformation is my business. And this kind of like this whole concept has kind of evolved in my head over the last few months because I kind of had an epiphany a while back. And I was thinking about how I just got tongue-tied, how my business got started. And when I started, you guys, and I don't blab this all over the place because I don't want people to get discouraged about their own businesses, but I'm going to tell you this to illustrate a point. When I started my business, my very first month, I had 17 Success Club points. I hit Emerald within 2 weeks, I think. And I hit Success Club every month for over a year after that, straight. And so when I say that, and the reason why I don't say that to a lot of people is because I don't want them feeling like, oh, well, I haven't done that. I'm not doing that great. The truth is that I started my business 6 months before I ever knew what a coach was. I didn't know about coaching, but I was posting on Facebook. I was sharing. I was talking about it at work. I was talking to people. People were asking me what the heck I was doing because the weight was falling off me, and I was sending them to Beachbody.com to buy P90X and Shakeology because I didn't know that I could sell it. But so when I finally did find out about coaching and I signed up, my business took off like crazy. But it's because I started my business months before. And that's kind of what this kind of concept is that, okay, look, you're signing up today, but you're not going to look at it. You're looking at this as I'm laying a foundation for my business. This is my startup cost. I'm laying a foundation right now, and it's going to take me only 21 days because we all know for a fact you don't have to be at goal weight to do this. You don't. There are plenty of examples on our team, on every team out there, of people who are not anywhere near their goal weight who are doing really amazing. And so that's not necessary. All you need is a transformation, and your transformation, your personal transformation is your business. If inviting and inspiring and sharing it, that's what it's really all about. It's about inspiring people. And that's how we do that, is by sharing what we've done. And so it's basically letting people know from the beginning. And I'm not saying you're going to have everyone sign up, because you won't. You'll have those people that say, oh yeah, that sounds really cool, but I think I want to wait, which is fine. That's totally fine. But it's kind of like that first time that you invite somebody to a challenge group and they say no, but then they think about it. And then they keep watching you and they keep seeing your posting, and they see when you celebrate somebody's weight loss, and they keep thinking about it because you invited them. So that's the way I look at it. They might show up in my challenge group, not signed up as a coach, but I've already planted that seed that, hey, this business is about paying it forward. It's not just about signing up and, doing this challenge group for myself. It's about using my life to inspire somebody else. And I've planted that seed in their head. And so will they all sign up on day one? Probably not. Most definitely not. But I do think you'll get a few. I don't know what the percentage would be, but I think you will get a few. But there's a couple really cool reasons why I think this is awesome. And the number one is because you're creating these brand spanking new coaches with the idea firmly entrenched in their mind that they're recruiting. We're constantly recruiting. If you add that in to every single invitation to a challenge group, and you're talking to every single challenger about coaching, or at least putting a little tiny blurb in there somewhere about coaching, then that whole fear of inviting and well, you know what I mean? Like, I'm so afraid, I don't know. And we get people who are hitting Success Club, but they don't have any coaches under them. I think we could potentially see a huge shift in the positive on the recruiting end by doing that. Any ideas? Thoughts?
Can you hear me?
I can now. Who's this?
Angelina?
Oh, hi, Angelina.
Hi, can you see me too?
I can see you.
Oh, okay. I didn't catch the last part. You said, I heard you say about there's people hitting Success Club but with no coaches. And what did you say right after that?
I'm basically saying that I think that people get afraid to invite to the coaching opportunity because it's a lot of pressure. It's one thing to invite to challenge groups. It's another thing to invite to coaching.
Yeah, more of a commitment.
It is. And you, especially, I think when you're separating them, and I think, and I don't know when you hopped on tonight, but what I was saying in the beginning is that I think that a lot of us put a lot of emphasis on recruiting to coaching. And what it does is in our heads, it builds up that anxiety surrounding it.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas if we were to start a brand new coach from day one with this system of, hey, when we're talking to somebody about a challenge group, well, number one, we inspire.
Mm-hmm.
We inspire to commitment, okay? We don't sell, we inspire. But number two, when somebody is inspired and they come to me and they say, Mary, I really want to do this 21-day fix. Like, I'm finally ready to do this. When I'm telling them about what comes with it, with the 21-day fix and Shakeology and the containers and the blah, 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 I throw in at the end. And it's super cool. When you purchase the challenge pack, not only do you get all of this, but you get an opportunity at a business of using your transformation to inspire somebody else, just like I just inspired you. And you just messaged me because I was an inspiration to you. You're going to have that same opportunity to take your results and share them with other people, because that's what this business is about. It's people helping people. It's not just about me. It's about how many people I can bring along with me and the lives that I can change. And I think
I never thought of to twist it to spin it that way.
Well, if you're leading with inspiration, it's very easy, because the reason why they did message you is because they were inspired. And so you can use that pay it forward kind of system. Like, this is just the way it works, and not make it a big deal, not make it this big, ginormous, like, hey, do you want to be a coach on my team? Instead, we're just saying, this is the way it works. It's just a package deal. When you sign up with a challenge pack, you get this great opportunity to use your results to help somebody else. And I think that if we start training our new coaches as they come on with this concept, I feel like it could be a game changer as far as the amount of brand new coaches who come in and hit the ground running. Mm-hmm. And what I was saying at the beginning too is using like a 2-step process. So when you sign up with the challenge pack, you're laying the foundation for your business as you're working on your transformation, because the transformation is my business. If it weren't for the 50 pounds I lost with P90X and Shakeology, if it weren't for my IBS that I lost by doing Shakeology, if it wasn't for all of that, the way I improved my self-confidence and my self-worth and my activity level and all of that, I would have nothing. I would not be a coach. I wouldn't be inspiring no one. My business is completely 100% based around my personal journey and my transformation.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think that's how mine started too, because not only, I signed up with a challenge pack because I bought it for my dad, for him to use as a Christmas gift. Mm-hmm. And so he was kind of my guinea pig, like, is this going to work? Is Shakeology really all that it says it is? And he loved it, and he lost weight. And I was like, okay, so I'm going to try it now. So that's when I had already signed up as a coach just for the discount, and thinking, like, if it works, then I'll get the Shakeology again next month. Or, you know what I mean? So then I bought my own challenge pack, and yeah, people saw my transformation, and so that, that resonates a lot with me too.
Well, I think it's interesting, that statistic that Beachbody put out last year at Summit, that 70% of Diamond coaches were a customer first.
Yeah, I've heard that.
Mm-hmm. And so what I'm saying, this system that I'm saying that I'm going to be doing might sound counterintuitive to that, because I'm talking about signing people up right away, but it's not, because I'm not telling them day one, you're going to be out there banging down doors and getting people to buy from you. Mm-hmm. That's not what it's about. It's about inspiring and sharing your journey. So I have Nikki on this plan. She just finished her first week. She lost 6 pounds. She's been posting every day about her journey, not a thing about selling, but she already has people private messaging her, texting her, commenting on all of her posts, and they're following her. And that's exactly what I told her would happen. And I told her from the beginning, I said, we're going to let it go for 21 days till you reach the end of your 21 days before we tell anybody that, hey, by the way, I'm a coach, Mm-hmm. Because you do need that. You need that. That is like the foundation of everything.
So, Mary, the people who are messaging her, is she not telling them, or, like, say they're ready to buy, what is she doing with those people?
No, she's been texting me, asking me what to do. So no, of course, if she has somebody message her and say, hey, Nikki, like, I'm really interested in this. Like, I think I want to buy it. Of course, that changes the game, like, for that person. Okay. But you're not going to get on Facebook all of a sudden and just be like, oh my God.
Okay, this is on sale. Yeah.
Right. Okay. Or I've done 4 days on the 21-day fix, and I've lost 3 pounds, and all of a sudden now I'm this guru and I'm going to coach you. It's more subtle than that. But it's not much more. Really, when you think about it, because that program is so effective and you can get such amazing results in a really short amount of time, I really think the 21 days is enough, as long as the person has been dedicated and really working the program.
Yeah.
I think that 21 days is a perfect startup plan.
Yeah, I love how it's doable. Like the 90 days, to me, that's just too much commitment. But the 60 to 21 days, like, that sounds doable for me.
Yeah. And then you just recommit.
Yeah.
Well, and Nikki told me yesterday, she's like, I've been posting like you told me to. And she said, it really has helped me because I know that people are watching me and I have to post. And so she's like, the 4th of July, like I was able to avoid all the funnel cakes because I knew like, I was going to be posting my results of week 1 the next day. So it's, it's going to help in that area too. But no, that's just my idea, was just to add.
So do you,
go ahead.
Do you have her like making connections with people each day, like messaging people, or that's not yet?
No, not yet.
Okay.
I didn't want to give her too much because she's just getting started with fitness. And so I really kind of like, I sent her to the back office to check out the Coach Online office and the training in the Coach Academy. But other than that, I haven't really given her a bunch of stuff to do other than posting because I want her to get in the habit of, being present on Facebook and sharing. We'll progress from there.
Okay.
I just think that if we can get brand new coaches started without the fear of inviting to the coaching opportunity. Because if you really think about it, if you're brave enough to send out a challenge group invite, you're brave enough to invite to the coaching opportunity. Really. But for some reason, we put all this weight on the coaching invite. You know what I mean? Like, and I really don't know why. Like, I've been thinking about this a lot. I really don't know why, except that it's delayed for most people. Most people, we start them off in training and we talk about challenge groups, and invite people, and you want to hit Success Club, and you want to be selling challenge packs. And then we leave coaching off, and coaching is like, it becomes this big, ginormous elephant in the room. You know what I mean? And I think if we just pair them together, because they really fit together really well when you think about it, pair them together right at the get-go. As long as you have someone who's willing to invite, they're not going to be all weirded out about coaching. It's just going to be, hey, this works, together. It's a partnership.
All right, I'll try it.
Good. Who is that?
Angelina.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, I had another call and had to switch over, but did you ask who's going to try it?
Yeah, I'm going to, when I start inviting people for challengers and they sign up, then I'll include the coaching opportunity too.
Yeah, it's just like a bullet point down the list. Containers, Shakeology, 30-minute workouts. Oh, by the way, you can use your transformation to, inspire other people. And I really think at that level, it has to be about the inspiration, because that's what got them to you in the beginning. It's not about making a ton of money. It's not about firing your boss. It's not about, because all of that would seem so pie in the sky. You know what I mean? Like, it wouldn't feel real. It wouldn't feel doable. But inspiring somebody, that's different. You can do that, and I know you can because I did. And just not making it a big deal. I don't know.
No, I like that idea because it does. It's just another bullet point at that point.
Right.
Just something else that we add to the script.
Exactly. And I really do feel like it will help down the line. So say that person doesn't sign up on day one. They're like, oh, that's cool, but I just want to see how I do with the 21-day fix. That's fine. But I already planted the seed in their head. And so now they're going to be thinking about that as they lose that weight, and they're freaking like flipping excited about it. And they're like, ready to share it because they're just so excited. That thought's going to be there. Whereas before it wasn't. I don't know.
And people do get excited. Like when I first started sharing my weight loss journey, I had a lot of people respond really well on Facebook to me, and they were like, what are you doing? And, does it really work? So I got a lot of traction when I would share it. So I feel like with this new workout program that I'm doing, I'm starting PiYo, that I already actually, someone commented on a post I made earlier about it. So I was going to message her about it. But I think there's definitely people watching you, and you don't think so. Random people that you're like, oh, I didn't know they were, paying attention to my posts. And then they'll make a comment or send you a message like, oh, they're, and a lot are just waiting and seeing what's she going to do. It's really going to pan out for her, the fitness thing, the coaching thing. You know what I mean? They're just waiting and seeing.
Mm-hmm. And that's the way it's going to be for everyone. So that's why, I don't know. I just it's really, and I remember it took me back to the cruise, the Success Club cruise. When I went, was that 2013 Success Club cruise? What's this, 2015? 2014. Yeah, 2014. Anyway, I noticed, because it's a smaller group than at Summit, there's way less coaches. There were 2,500 coaches on the ship, and we were in really close quarters. And they had this special armbands colors for the elite coaches. And I noticed one day I was sitting at the pool, reading a book or something, and it suddenly kind of clicked in my head that all these people walking around with these orange elite wristbands, they were all in really good shape, really good shape, not just oh yeah, they're around there, they're at a good weight or whatever. No, I mean, they were in really good shape. And I started thinking about it, and it was yeah, you know why? Because it really is about your personal journey and your personal transformation. That's what sells, number one. But number two, when you really discipline yourself in one area of your life, it spills over into all other areas of your life. It's just one of those things. It's just a natural effect of really disciplining in one area, and it totally spills over. But I think a lot of it too is the fact that people see that, and they can tell you're the real deal because you look like you're the real deal. And I don't know, your transformation is your business. It really is. On one of the Beachbody, you turn the at the end of your workout, they do this
commercials.
Yeah. And one of the girls, she said something about my body is my business. I don't know if you guys have seen that one. But anyway, it's really true. And I know, for one, I'm just going to be honest, I do not share my transformation and my personal journey enough. That's something I'm working on changing. This last week, I've been posting, last couple weeks, I've been posting a lot more, because it really is you have to be a constant proof the products work, and you have to be constantly out there with what you're doing.
Yeah, I'm with social media, and it's so accessible to everyone, and I'm a teacher. I've posted before and after pictures, but now that I'm thinking I don't know, to continue to post before and after pictures, because I want them to be tasteful enough to where if my kids see them, it's not too big of a deal. Mm-hmm. But I want to show that it's changed my body at the same time. So I'm kind of in that, I don't know what to do.
Did you see the one I posted?
That's how I felt about doing that size video at the fireworks booth. Oh my gosh, what if my students see this?
No, but you know what? Imagine the overweight student that could be totally inspired by that.
Yeah.
I mean, really.
Yeah.
A lot of those kids you guys work with in school, they don't have a good role model.
Diets.
Yeah, but the grades repeat too. Like if you show too much of your body, the boys are going to start saying something.
But you don't have to. What I was just going to say is last week I posted my week 1 results from 21 Day Fit, and I had a shirt on, but you could totally see my waist and how much lost in my waist. You don't have to bear everything results. Mm-hmm. It takes a little bit of work to go through old pictures to find good before pictures. And for me, it's really difficult. I was always the one going through pictures and delete. It's hard for me to find a good before picture, but I have a few that I've collected up over the last years that really show. Mm-hmm. But yeah, you don't have to be bearing everything to do a good before picture or before and after.
Mm-hmm.
I saw today, I think it was Mindy Winner. I don't know her last name, but you've shared some of her videos, Mary, mm-hmm. and she posted today in progress day 1 and in progress day 30 instead of like a before and an after. You know, like that's what she called it. In progress day 1 and in progress day 30.
I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really like that. Mm-hmm. Well, that's what it's really all about, you guys. It's about inspiring people. I know I keep talking about this book. I'm listening to the Start With Why by Simon Sinek. And it's really got me thinking a lot about just, how you grow a business. And it's really important to inspire. And that's in anything, really, like anything. I mean, he's analyzing companies from like Southwest to Apple to Walmart. I mean, companies you'd think like, what do you mean inspire? But then when he starts talking about it, you see like, oh, okay, I see what he's talking about. That if you're going to be successful, you have to be inspiring. Nobody's going to want to follow you if you're not. You have to inspire. Like number one goal is to be inspiring. There's something he said that I thought was really good. There are leaders, and then there are those who lead. So there are people who are put into leadership roles and they have a title, but they're not really a great leader. They're a manager maybe, but they're not a leader. And then there are people who just lead, and those are the ones who inspire. They're the people who are very inspiring, and they can get you to do just about anything for them because, they're inspiring. And we all have that potential. We all have it. Some people are lucky and are kind of born with it, that ability to inspire others, but it's a skill that everyone can learn. And I think especially in a business like this, where we're talking about people's health and their fitness and the way they look and the way they feel about themselves, inspiration is even more important.
I agree. Maybe I'll put that as my next book on Audible. I'm actually almost done. I have an hour left of You Are a Badass. And I love it.
The last 4 chapters of that book are like, oh my gosh, I read it 3 times.
So what do you guys use to listen to books?
We both have Audible. If you go to the store, you can download the Audible app, and it's through Amazon. So you purchase the books online. You go on your computer to the Audible website, and you purchase the books, and then it downloads onto your phone.
Okay, it's called Audible?
Yeah, Audible. I think it's like $14 a month, but you get a free book every month. So
the first book is free. The first book, you got 30 days free, and then you start paying.
Mm-hmm. I wonder if I'm sorry.
One before in the past when I had downloaded Where the Red Fern Grows for my company, and then I canceled it. So when I called them back to see like how do I reinstate it, the guy even offered for the first 3 months they would only charge me like $7.95, and then after that, the $14.95. There's different payment plans though. So maybe like, oh, that sounds good, but it's expensive. Then they might break it down a little bit for you after your 30 days.
I love my Audible. I'm addicted to that. Like oh my gosh, between that and podcasts, I finally found my personal development, like the way to get it done. And I really enjoy it. It changes seriously, like my day is so improved when I'm like on my way to work in the car, I listen, and on my way home, I listen. Huh?
It's like you're in the zone.
Yes. And it's like, I have these great ideas and just, I don't know, like it just.
Because I'm a reader, so I was really hesitant to do Audible. I was doing podcasts from the beginning, but yeah, definitely yeah. I
love it. I really love it. I go back sometimes and I re-listen to stuff that it's like, oh, that was really good, but I didn't quite, grasp it. But the cool thing about it too is that you always have the book. You purchased it. So it's on my phone now. I can always go back and re-listen. And yeah, they're really good. I love it. So along the same lines as what we've been kind of talking about with inspiring people, I've been thinking a lot about creating a team name. So I know I have One Revolution Fitness is our team name right now, but I've been thinking a lot about finding a name that kind of fits, because that really doesn't mean anything, honestly, right? So, but finding a name that kind of like has a certain feel to it, and a name that kind of invokes emotion or like a clear understanding of what it stands for. Does that make sense? So if you guys have any suggestions, I'd love to hear them.
How do you go about making a team? I mean, do you just say like, oh, this is my team name, it's blah, blah, blah? Or you have to look and see if someone else already has that team name?
No, the team name really doesn't. All it does is the only place it has meaning is for you.
Oh, okay.
It's not an official thing with Beachbody.
Oh, okay.
I just feel like my team name was like, I didn't know what I was doing, number one. Number two, I got way too creative. And number three, it doesn't really mean anything. It doesn't have like a meaning. And I want something that brings together a thought. You know what I mean? Like when you hear it, it's like, okay, this is what they stand for. This is what that's all about, versus just a name. So anyway, something to think about. Does anybody have any thoughts about anything we've talked about? Any ideas? Anyone? I know Angelina's going to, but anybody going to try my little idea out?
I am. It's Candace.
Oh, Candace. Good. I think for those of us who have been established coaches for a while now, it will be just as hard to implement as it is to send out an invite. Where I think it's going to have the biggest effect, though, is when you bring on a new coach and you teach them that this is the way we do it. That's where you're going to have the biggest effect, because that person will not have to retrain their brain. You know what I mean? They'll just automatically like, oh, this is the way we do it. So it might be uncomfortable for us. It might be a little awkward for us at first until we get the groove of it or whatever. But I think that it will be very beneficial and very helpful for any new coaches who come on board. And it's like you repeat what you did. You know what I mean? Like however you came in, you'll repeat that. And I think that the more we delay that invite process, I don't know. I think it makes it a much bigger issue or concept than it needs to be.
Yeah, because this new approach, it's making it a whole lot less scary. You're just having them doing things that, new coaches doing things that they're just sharing their journey, baby steps.
Right. And there's plenty of time to learn all the other things. You know what I mean? Like,
are you still going to do the new coach trainings, or are we directing them to the new back office, the new training that they have?
Well, I've gone back and forth and back and forth and forth and back and around that bush a million times. And I'm not sure what's the best way. I know the new training in the back office is really good. I've personally found, after hosting a lot of the basics coach groups, that you've got people who participate and you have people who don't. And it doesn't matter what the material you put in the group is. It doesn't matter how much time you spend in there trying to get people to talk or interact. Mm-hmm. The ones who are going to do it are going to do it. The ones who aren't won't.
Yeah.
And so I kind of feel like going on that level, if it's somebody who's going to do it because they really want to do it, they're going to go into the back office if I tell them to, and they're going to do the Coach Online Academy. Mm-hmm. Why am I spending a ton of time and my personal effort and time on the 21-day Coach Basics program when they can get all of that information direct from the source from Beachbody? And then I could take my time to train coaches and do, like I was thinking of doing 1 week at a time focus group, because I think that the shorter the span, the shorter the time commitment or whatever in a group, the more active you'll get people to be, because they can handle 1 week. Mm-hmm. And so my idea was to get them into the Coach Basics in the back office. And when they've done that, then I know that, okay, this person is committed and they're gonna, be somebody that I can work with. Mm-hmm. And then do these week-long focus groups on challenge groups and coaching, recruiting, and, how to earn money and whatever, like take little topics and just really dive into them.
And that empowers them to find answers for themselves, going to the back office and finding out how to get the answers and stuff. Mm-hmm. But I like the focus ones. That's a neat idea.
Yeah, I don't know. I
didn't even know there was such a thing as a Coach Basics in the back office, because as soon as I signed up, you were starting the 21-day coach one, so I just went through yours. And then, I never even knew it was there.
They had it, but they just revamped it.
They just redid it, and now it's really cool because it's based on rank. So when you go into the back office, it's like, start here, basic coach, no rank. And then once they hit Emerald, then there's an Emerald section for training on Emerald. And then when they hit that.
And is it videos?
Yeah, it's video training, mostly videos. And it's cool because they're all very professionally done, And I understand you want your coaches to identify with you as their sponsor and all of that. But I think that you would get that out of a focus group. Plus in your team page, just having people, active on the team page. I don't know. I just feel like it would free up a lot more time. Plus it would weed out the people who aren't going to participate no matter what. I mean, some people I could be turning cartwheels and they wouldn't even look. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I used to take it really personal, but I don't anymore, because it's just like, I understand there's only a certain percentage of people who sign up who are going to even attempt to do anything with the business. It's just the way it is. But yeah, if you guys want to actually take some time this week and head over to the Coach Online office and check out that Coach Training Academy and let me know what you think, because I want to do whatever you guys think is best. You know what I mean? Like if you feel like, no, I think the 21-day coach training is really great. There is something to be said for having a training group that started that gives us as coaches encouragement and accountability kind of to get out and invite, because we know, oh, hey, the new 21-day basics is starting. Like I need to get some coaches to put into the basics group. Mm-hmm. So there's something to be said for that. But at the heart of it is that training itself really, I don't know. I've gone back and forth in my head over that.
Well, I think, though, like Angelina said, that it'll really give them that opportunity to figure out answers for themselves. Because I know I was super scared to even look in the back office when I first started because it all seemed overwhelming. And I think had I done more of that, I probably would have been a stronger coach than I was at the beginning. Yeah. A lot of the national wake-up calls, they talk about finding out answers for yourself and, researching things on your own. And I didn't do that when I started out. And there's still things that I don't know that I'm finding out from, different sources now that I wish I would have known a long time ago.
Yeah, I agree. And like I said before, I do think that there's something to be said for the ones who are going to do it. They're going to do it no matter what. Whatever method of figuring it out you hand them, they'll do it. The ones who aren't, won't. No matter if you do in your videos, they're not going to do it. Like it's just people and where they're at. It's not that they're not good enough. They're just not there. So I don't know, maybe you guys, if you wouldn't mind, just go check out that Coach Online Office and let me know what you think. I like it the way they set it up now because it is compartmentalized into the steps. Those steps.
I've seen it. I looked through it. I like how, I can't remember now if the leadership ladder is embedded in it too, or, but I think it might be. I
think it is.
But I like how they compartmentalize it within each rank too, because like it's what you need to know to be a coach to get to from being a retail or to be a coach, and then from a coach how to get to Emerald, and then it lists like the things you need to know at that time. So I do like that, and then you can go back and look at the document or look at the video. So I do like what they have. It's easy to read and easy to follow the way they lay it out.
The old way, they gave you all the information. So you're this brand new coach, and it was just like information overload, stuff that you don't need to know right now. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I really like the new layout. I haven't spent a lot of time back there, so but I really do, from what I've seen of it, I like it.
Yeah.
And then we could do like I was saying, maybe 1 or 2 focus groups a month that anybody can participate in on the team, and just really make them fun. Like it's really short. We get in there, kind of like a coach sneak peek. You get in there, you bam, 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 and then you're done. And you don't lose people when it's short. Mm-hmm. I think the longer it is, it's especially, honestly, we're all busy. We're all very busy people. And our new coaches coming on board are very busy people too. Mm-hmm. And taking up so much of their time on all this training when they could be out there putting it into action, using that time to put it into action. And that's where I think we freak people out. If you throw too much information at them, then they feel like, I don't know enough. I don't know enough to do this. And then it's like, oh, I got to wait till I know more, when that's really not. You don't need to know anything. Trust me, I knew nothing. Oh my gosh, I knew nothing when I started coaching. I didn't know anything at all. I had never hosted a challenge group. I had never been in a challenge group when I hosted my first one. They're like, oh, you create this group. I had to ask somebody how to create a group because I didn't know they had groups on Facebook. I didn't know jack, and I did very well. You don't have to know. All you have to do is be willing. But I think sometimes we throw so much information that we overrun the willing, and we make them think like, oh boy, like I just don't know enough to do. I need to learn more. And they get all freaked out. That's why if you just make it simple, you know, like, hey, look, this business is your transformation. You're going to do these 21 days. You're going to do them like squeaky clean. You're not going to cheat on yourself. You're going to post every day what you're doing and share your journey and what you're eating and your workouts and how you feel and your weekly results so that you inspire people around you. And when you do that, you're going to have people messaging you. You're going to have them commenting on your post and asking you what you're doing. That's what it's all about. All the other stuff comes later, and you learn it as you go. But that basic, fundamental, this is what we do. We inspire, we motivate, we encourage, and we share our journey. That's really where it's all at. And when you get people doing that, and then they see that, oh, it's working. I am inspiring people. Like, who knew? Like, I could inspire someone. Then it's like exciting, and then they'll want to put in the time to learn, okay, now how can I really learn how to do this and be a really great coach? I think we get it backwards sometimes.
Yeah, I know. I feel like I want to do, I want to create a coach sneak peek, because I want to go out and recruit coaches, and I feel like, oh, I don't know enough. I need to know this, and I need to have this, you know. And you do feel, at times I do feel like, oh, I don't know enough. I feel like I've been learning so much and it's still not enough. And I want to have all the answers. And I, realizing that I just got to go and do it. Like Jen Sincero, when one of You're a Badass, one of the parts, she said, just go do it. She's like, you're going to figure it out. Just go do it. You're not going to get anything done just sitting there waiting. Just go do it now. I was like, oh, I know.
And you'll learn. And it's funny how the lessons you learn when you just jump in and you're learning as you go really stick with you. You'll never forget it. Whereas reading it in a book, like, it's easy to forget things like concepts, you know what I mean? But when you're out there in the trenches and you're doing it and you're learning as you go, you don't forget those lessons. And the lessons are just a part of life. Like, you're never going to know enough that you're perfect. It's just not going to happen. Like, I made so many mistakes. I still make mistakes. It doesn't matter. Making mistakes just proves that you're trying.
Mm-hmm.
But I really, really, really feel, and I know I've talked to, like, I know some of you on the team. I don't know if everyone here has heard me say this, but I feel like I've been a coach for a long time now. And I haven't seen the level of success that I feel like I should have at this point. And a lot of it is where I feel like I fail my coaches. I feel like I fail my team somewhere. I'm not sure exactly where it is. But I'm trying to figure it out, because I just want you guys to know that this is in my heart 100%, and I want everyone to be super successful and to have amazing results with your business and to reach your goals and to see all the dreams that you have. I want you to see them come to pass and to actually be reality, not just a dream. And I know that we can do that. And it just takes figuring out the little fine tuning and little things here and there that need to be worked on. And for me, I know it is helping my coaches getting started right. And I know that that's a weak point for me. And so it's just figuring out, like, as far as how I'm doing it, how I can tweak it to make it better. And I do think a little bit could be the fact that people feel like they don't know enough. And I think that because I hear it a lot from new coaches. And so I think just taking that kind of like, I'm going to try it. I'm trying it. But taking the kind of shrug it off, kind of like, it's not a big deal. We're just going to do this little thing here. This is what we're going to do. And then we'll go from there. approach, I can be a little intense. That's just my personality. And I think it might rub off a little bit on my new coaches. So anyway, I just wanted to share that with you guys because I feel like we should be seeing a little bit more of a higher rate with coaches that are being brought on the team. So
I agree. I feel like like in February when I was writing my goals out, I wanted to be at a certain spot at this time, and I'm not even close to being there. And it means a lot to me to, to have these goals done because, I want this to work out. I want it to, and I believe it will sooner than later because, I have plans in my life for, this to be my business, and I'm just not doing enough productivity or doing enough what I need to do to get it done.
All right, so I want to know if you guys are willing to make a pact with me to inspire daily. It doesn't have to be your physical transformation, but figuring out how to create that, to share, I guess it is to share your why publicly without being in your face about it. But I don't know, just like my goal is to figure out how I can get my why for why I'm doing this. If you were to ask any one of my friends, like, why do you think next, be able to answer it immediately. No hesitation. And I don't think that that's there yet. I don't think I've put it out there like that. And this book, Start With Why, has really been inspiring me a lot. But just, I want that to be there because the why and the inspiration behind what you do is the most important thing. And I really do believe that. So I want to know if you guys are with me and we're going to just get out there and inspire the heck out of people. But they're not going to be able to resist it. They're going to be like, I want what she has. So yeah, that's my goal.
All right, I'm in. And that's as far as like, it could be personal and fitness, all that, right?
And your business, like if your business paid your car payment this month, that's amazing. Share the heck out of it. You know what I mean? Like those types of little things, the things that we think are super small, you never know. You might be talking to somebody at that very moment who's sitting down to pay their bills and going, oh my God, I need $300 to pay my car payment. Where am I going to get that from? You know what I'm saying? Like people, that's where they live. That's where they live. And inspiring people where they live, you can figure out how to do that. I think you'll be unstoppable. Figuring out how to do that and then figuring out how to start your new coaches off doing that right away. Because like I was saying earlier, retraining someone is so much harder than training them the first time. It's so much harder to turn somebody around and change their thinking or change their habit. It's much easier to get started right. And I think that's where I personally have failed my coaches. I'm just being honest. I don't think I've done enough to help people get started on the right path. Not that I didn't want to. I really don't know how. It's hard. For me, I just do, like I just do my thing, and it's like my personality, but I have to change, and I know that if I want to be successful and I want to take this further than I've taken it already, I have to figure it out, right? Like you can't just keep doing the same old thing if it's not working. So
I'm in also.
okay.
So that means we got to be doing business building activities to share that we're making money, we're doing things, and
Yes.
yeah, makes us more accountable.
Yes. Well, and I thought of a campaign, and I'm going to do it, and you guys are welcome to do this too. But so it's like this SAHM, stay at home mom, right? Stay home, stay fit. Stay home, stay fit. So pairing the two together. So for me, I've been reaching out a lot to girls who are trying to get pregnant and trying to start a family. And I know if they've been trying for very long at all, and I know from my own personal journey, you don't want to work your butt off and go through all the crap that I've gone through only to hand off your 3-month-old baby to a daycare provider. I'm sorry. That would break my heart beyond words to have to do that. After everything I've been through and after all the hard work it took for me to finally have a baby, I couldn't do it. I could not do it. And I know that a lot of the girls that I'm talking to right now and that I'm in these groups with feel the same way. So stay home, stay fit, 2 birds, 1 stone, right? Be present in your with your family, be present with your kids. And at the same time, get your health on track and stay fit and help other people do the same thing. And that's really what it's all about. You know, it's paying it forward. Without the paying it forward part, we don't have anything. We don't have a business. Our business is paying it forward. So anyway, I love you guys.
We love you too.
I love talking to you guys, but it's 7:15 and I know you probably all have things to do. Way longer than I intended to. Sorry. But anyway, yeah. So that's my plan. I'm going to be starting all my coaches that way, and I'd love to see other people try it out and just see how it goes. And we can kind of like keep tabs on it. You know what I mean? Like kind of track progress of brand new coaches, because I just feel like there's so many other teams where they have such a higher rate of participation with new coaches and success with brand new coaches. They've got to be doing something. And I know Lindsay Matway, her thing is very similar to what I'm talking about. I don't know if she approaches every Challenge Pack customer with the option to be a coach or not. But I know that for her brand new coaches, she does like bring you plus 3 is her thing. So we're going to run this challenge group together. All I need you to do, your part with this first challenge group, is to bring 3 people. So boom, first month they're hitting Success Club. That's the Lindsay Matway formula. So this formula it's not out of my crazy head all by myself, okay? I've adapted it. So anyway, I'm excited to see how it goes. But I'm going to let you all go. Thanks for hopping on with me. I appreciate it. Thank you for spending your time. I know your time is valuable, and I hope that you all get good things out of our chat. If you need anything, let me know. If you want us to talk about something, let me know. And next week, I meant to do that this week, but I'm going to skip it because it's so late. But next week, I want to start doing this on every chat, is sharing something awesome that happened that week in our business, whether with a customer, somebody's success, maybe somebody messaged you and said, hey, oh my God, like I finally hit my 10-pound mark and I couldn't have done this without you, whatever, like sharing something that awesome that happened in your business each week. I want to start doing that. I meant to do it tonight and I just forgot, and now it's super late, so I'm going to skip it, but just a heads up for next week. Next week we're not having a call. Oh, I'm going to miss you guys. Okay. Following week.
How many days is Summit, Mary?
It's 3 officially. And then there are a couple, there's an option to get certified as instructor. And that, if you did that, you'd have to come a couple days early. If you're an elite coach, they have other events, but the main part of it is 3. It's Thursday, Friday, and Saturday.
Okay.
Yes, and I would encourage you guys, seriously, they're going to release the dates and the tickets for sale at Summit. I'll be posting it in the page as soon as all of that happens. I want to encourage you, go and get your ticket. Just do it. There's something amazing that happens. It's like, I don't know how to explain it. It's definitely worth going. Even if you bunk with a room full of women and you're all sharing the same bathroom, it's worth it. Like, and it doesn't, if you do it that way, it doesn't have to cost you a ton of money. You know, you can get a nice hotel. I think the hotel I'm at, the rate was $160 per night, but you can put 4 girls in the room.
Where was that last year?
In Vegas.
Oh, hopefully it comes back to the West Coast.
I wish it was still in Vegas. Vegas was nice because everything was local, like central in the casino, in the MGM Grand, but we outgrew it. There's no way we could stay there. We doubled. We had 10,000 people at the last one. There's 25,000 registered for this one.
Wow.
Yeah. More than doubled. The tickets sold out in the first 2 days. They were out for sale. They ended up releasing more tickets, but anyway, buy your tickets. Like, make it that commitment to go. You'll have fun, number one. That's always awesome. But you will learn so much, and it's in such a positive, uplifting, encouraging, inspiring environment that it will make a huge difference in your business. Promise. Okay? Oh, and one thing before I go, Super Saturday is coming. So make sure you check out your listings to figure out where you can go for Super Saturday. Alrighty, I'm gonna let you guys go.
Have a good night.
Fair, have a good week, and I will talk to you guys in a while. Couple weeks.
Keep us updated.
Okay, thank you.
I will. Love you guys. Have a good week.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.